Hey, this is Not the Girl Next Door show, and today I have Major Moment with us. How are you guys?
Woo-hoo! Hey.
Good. How are you? Hey, guys.
Good. Could you guys talk a little bit about the band, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about the sound, where you guys are from, all the mix.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having us on your show. We really appreciate that.
Thank you for coming on.
Well, the band, yeah, totally. It's exciting. Well, our band is Major Moment. We're a rock band, but we're not an average rock band. You know, we've traveled a long way to play this loud rock music in the U.S. of A. So my name is Andre, and I'm the lead singer of the band, the songwriter. I play a little bit of rhythm guitar. I compose. I play a little bit of, occasionally I compose. I play a little bit of keyboard, and I come all the way from Russia. And
my name is Sasha. I'm also coming from Russia. Sasha from Russia.
Sasha from Russia. What do you do, Sasha from Russia?
I'm a vocalist as well, and I play a little bit of keys, and I play a sampler, which is really fun. And I do started on a songwriting journey.
Right. Yeah.
So fun.
We just recorded a brand new demo of a new song, and it was like Sasha's songwriting debut, basically.
Oh, how awesome, awesome. And now is that part of some of the music that you guys had sent me, or is that music that hasn't been released yet?
No, that track we're hoping to release by the end of the year. We're going to go back to the studio to professionally record and produce, to change that demo and bring it up to the
and a couple
pro
more
level.
songs.
And a couple more songs along that we're still working on right now, but we're very excited for those demos as well. That particular song that Sasha did the songwriting debut for, this is a very different song. We can't talk much about it, but it's going to be different and not something we've done before.
Okay, definitely. Now, who are some of your musical influences? Who have helped shape who you guys are as a band?
Well, we have a variety of artists and bands that we adore, but it's an interesting fact that out of all bands, we can probably say that one played the most, made the most impact on us, both professionally and personally as well, and that band is Linkin Park.
Definitely.
But besides that, that band, I think, well, anywhere starting from the classic rock bands up to current bands, and I might enjoy some heavier music like Papa Roach, and up until like lighter indie rock styles like Keane, or sometimes even Coldplay. Occasionally. And Sasha, what about you?
I like that rock music. It has been popular around 2000. Like Papa Roach, Green Day. What else? Bring Me the Horizon. Right?
Yeah, that's probably our the most recent love is Bring Me the Horizon. We're kind of late to the party, about 10 years late. But, in our opinion, some of the latest music that they released is, to me, and probably to Sasha as well, is one of the strongest albums they've done, is the recent one. We also like something they've done since Sempiternal, I guess. This is the Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's those three albums. Yeah, the Umbrella album. Those three albums are probably our favorite ones.
So when you guys get together and make music, is it an easy process, or does it kind of vary? I mean, will you be sitting in your car and think, oh my gosh, I got something for a song, or do you guys like try to sit down and try to write and try to make music, or is this something that just comes easy for you guys as a band?
It's both, actually. So that thing that you described of me sitting in the car and something comes up, that happens all the time. And I open a notepad on my iPhone and I write something. Usually it's a line that I think, musically sounds interesting, rhythmically sounds interesting. And then I'm kind of trying to remember where I wanted it to go melodically as well. Or I'm going to pull up the voice recorder, for example, and maybe hum something and then bring it to our home studio where I'm trying to kind of make sense of where I was going with that. And then starts the most interesting part, because you already started the song, so you might as well finish it, right?
Right.
So that's not it's not as easygoing part of the process. I guess the first part of that process can be spontaneous and easy and nice, but then when it's time to finish the song, the hardest part could be even to finish one last line, for example, that you can sit and think on for a couple hours or a couple days. Or coming from my experience, usually that ends up to be the first line of the song, the first line of the opening line of the verse. The way I start writing songs is usually the opposite way any normal human being would start writing songs. I usually start either like from the chorus or from the second verse, or sometimes even from the bridge, and then kind of get that puzzle going, hopefully in the right direction. Yeah.
So tell us the story of what made you guys come together and make the band. What made you guys decide, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to make music, and we're going to name it Major Moment, and we're going to go from there? Or how did that work for you guys in the beginning?
Well, I basically came to the States 13 years ago. I immigrated from Russia with that thought of and that dream of making music professionally in the back of my mind already. So I always wanted to do music. Unfortunately, my life kind of made me drift in a different direction, more towards business, which later paid out because I realized that music business is actually both music and business.
Right.
So that helped. But that took away time from me making the actual music. And so at a certain point, and I could probably tie it to the tragic events that happened with Chester Bennington, who committed suicide in 2017.
You're not
that's kind of
to say it this way, though.
Well, yeah, that's not politically correct. It's not an appropriate way of saying it. I guess died by suicide would be more appropriate, right?
Right. Okay.
Right. And so that event made me realize that that was very unexpected to me, and I was a fan of the band for 17 years, and even though their songs are, not the most joyful songs and not the most cheerful songs, they deal with topics such as depression and abuse and all of that, right?
Definitely.
And still nobody saw it coming, kind of, and I didn't see it coming either. So that event made me realize that no matter what you do, like everything can be gone tomorrow, regardless of whether you think you're going in the right direction or not, whether people around you think you're successful or not. And so basically from that point on, I decided that, I should stop procrastinating, pursuing music on a more professional level as a career and start actually making music. And here we are.
And how did you guys come up with the name of the band? How did you choose Major Moment as the name?
Well, actually, choosing the band name is one of the hardest things that to me was the hardest thing ever. And we, with our previous band members that we were working with,
and I wasn't even there.
Sasha wasn't even in the band at that point. That was the dark deep dark times. Somewhere in 2016, I think it was 2017. We were just throwing in ideas, and we decided we need to come up with a band's name, right? Or it's time already. We should play a gig soon. We should play our first gig soon. So probably to have a name would be a logical, good idea, right? And so we can at least say, well, we're that, or we're this. And so the guys were coming up with some ridiculous names, and I wish I had the list because that would make everybody laugh. And so I was like, no, you guys are not going in the right direction at all. So finally, we were down to like 3 different options, and I remember 2 of them. Okay, so the first one is the first one I came up with. It was The Sign You Want. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't judge me, all right? There's a reason why we went with Major Moments.
Ooh.
Okay, so the second one is Major Moments, and I didn't come up with this name. And as far as I remember, another band member came up with the name, but I was like, okay, I can deal with that. I'm not that guy who has to do everything like his way. No, I'm gonna come up with everything. I'm gonna come up with my names are the best. No, it's like it makes sense, and it kind of felt right. And after that, Major Moments.
I remember you sent me a couple of options while you were deciding at the rehearsal space.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw Major Moments, like, yeah, that's the one. That makes sense.
Yeah.
This is good. And
right.
I guess they went with it.
Yep. And I don't regret for a second that we did.
Well, that was going to be my next question. If you were happy with the choice.
I am happy with the choice. I still like The Sign You Want. But maybe we'll call one of the albums or one of the EPs.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Make everybody happy.
But Major Moments, if you think about it, it's a deep name. I like it for that reason.
Right.
If you think about major moments in history, you can name a few, right? If you think about major moments, what they mean to you personally, you can also relate to that.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it a universal name.
But we encountered a very weird phenomenon with people. They are mismatching the moment for some reason.
With what?
With movement.
Major movement, yeah. They
just put those 2 letters in the middle of the word.
Yeah, people keep calling us major movement.
I have no idea how that happened.
And that happened probably like a dozen times.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird. And it's always like major movements. So we were thinking like maybe it's gonna be for next
no,
full
it's not
day.
gonna be anything.
Next
remember, guys, major moment.
We're gonna announce that we renamed our band. We changed it to Major Movement. That's gonna be good.
Stop it.
Well, I haven't messed it up yet, but now that you put it in my head, I'm going to be saying it on air one time, and I'm going to be thinking about it subconsciously. Because I've never messed it up yet.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Keep going.
I will. So I'll have to get it out of my head, the conversation now.
Right.
So let's talk about your music. Let's talk about, I will tell you the song that I first gravitated towards, and that is May Leave Scars. Can you talk a little bit about that song and maybe what the song means or what your intentions were when you guys were writing it or wanting listeners to know about it?
Right. So that's actually, that song has quite a story, okay? Get ready for it.
Okay.
So like I mentioned before, when I just came to the States, with this idea in the back of my mind that I'm going to start making music. And along with me came my friend, also from Russia, whose name is Anton. We're introducing a new person, right? And so we were not a band per se, but we were making music together and like we were exchanging ideas, and we were kind of on the same page for quite a while. So together we came up with quite a few like really, really short demos, some snippets rather, that he would come up with a melody, or then I would put my own twist to it. And those demos, they sounded kind of promising, kind of raw. But then again, it was like 12, 13 years ago, right? And I kept asking him, okay, we should probably finish those demos. Well, long story short, that never happened, right? So for some reason, he was saying that nobody wants it, nobody needs your rock music anymore. Like that's hopeless. I'm not doing that. I'm not finishing it. And like, come on, dude. Like we gotta finish what we started. It's only gonna make sense. I believe in those songs. Those songs are good to me. I believe in them. And so he never got to finish those songs, but we're still in touch. And an interesting twist to the story that I decided, well, you know what, you're not going to finish those songs, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to finish those songs that we started together. And Mainly Scars is one of those songs that we started writing some 13 years ago. And interestingly enough, the lyrical part that was never written 13 years ago, I actually wrote it about my relationship and my conversation with Anton, who is the co-writer of some of the samples used in this song. So that in the pre-chorus it goes, nobody cares, nobody wants to hear your story. That's his line, basically, that he was telling me. Nobody wants to hear your story, nobody cares about it. And my response to him was, obviously, you're full of BS, which is also in the song.
Right. So then I have to ask, what does he think now that you're doing the music and you've brought the songs to light after all these years? Is he proud of like what you guys worked on, so many years ago and now people are actually hearing it, or does he still want to like take a step back and just be like, you do your thing with it or whatever?
Yeah, well, we should probably call him and ask him, right? Since we have that opportunity. But from our recent conversations, like
he's still on the same page.
He's still on the same page with his old self. He kind of likes to mind his own business. But I guess from like as far as I know the guy for like 20 years, I know him. I think he's partially proud of what I accomplished, and I hope he is.
But he's still teasing, like, all the time. Something.
Yeah, he's still kind of, teasing us, and in a good way, I guess, and trolls us all the time. Like, we're not doing something right. He's like, no, you guys are doing this wrong, or you're not running this promotion wrong. Like, why are you using the last thing was like, why are you using so many smiley faces? Why are you using so many emojis? Like, what kind of a assault is that? Like, we're using emojis. People like emojis. Like, come on, dude. It's all good, But he's like, no. Are you serious? You're a clown.
You're a serious rock band. You're not
band.
allowed to use emojis.
Right. That's so funny.
Well, hopefully he's, gonna listen and listen, and he's smiling even though he's smirking about everything you guys do. So hopefully, he's happy with it.
I hope so, and I liked collaborating with him back in the day. So, my doors, our doors are open, and he knows. So I invited him, like, if he wants to, come and co-write a song with us again or something like that. But he never showed up in like 3 months.
That's an official public
announcement.
Invitation.
Anton, you're officially invited. Okay, check this out.
Oh my God.
I'll put that when we share when we share.
Yeah,
I'll put that.
I'll make sure to tag him.
Antoine's invited.
Yep.
We'll make it a thing. We'll make it a Twitter hashtag there.
We should, yeah. We should make him come over and we'll write like the best song ever. And he's gonna be like, no, I don't feel it like it's good. I don't feel it's any good, and then it's gonna be like all over Billboard charts or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yep. Because he definitely didn't see this song winning the Lennon Award. I didn't see it coming either. Nobody saw it, but it did. And we got some sweet gear, from the John Lennon songwriting contest, and
that is awesome.
We were the only song that was left in rock category.
Yep.
And for all I care, John Lennon used to write rock songs. So to me, it's like the best compliment.
Oh, definitely. Yes, congratulations.
We're super proud of that. And, wanted to thank those guys as well for giving us such an opportunity and thinking of our art so highly. That's definitely an inspiration to us to keep going, keep pushing.
So when it all boils down and you guys have written this music and people have heard your music and they know the words, how does it feel when you guys are performing live and you guys see it all come to light and you see people, kind of rocking out to your music or mouthing your lyrics? Or how does it feel to be performing live in front of people?
It's great. It's different from
best part?
This probably, arguably, is the best part. Yeah, it's very different from the studio work, which is kind of more of in the beginning of it, it's more of an intimate process where you're kind of trying to, deliver the line.
Bring it to life.
Bring it to life, exactly. Right. Bring your feelings and thoughts to life. And then when you see other people can relate to it, it doesn't even have to be during the live show. Lately we get so many messages from guys all over the world and girls all over the world, and of all ages, and they send us such heartwarming messages that they appreciate our music and keep going.
They inspire them.
Yeah, our music inspires them to keep going as well. This is what we do it for, and the live show is definitely a part of it. We keep trying to improve our live shows all the time, keep bringing new elements into the live show. We didn't have Sasha play keyboard and sampler last year. Now she does that. We just built a brand new in-ear monitoring system so we can hear each other and we can hear ourselves clearly, which will improve our performances. We're working on the lighting show for our show. It's a lot of work, but hopefully, people who will come to our shows, they will be able to appreciate every little piece of it, because we definitely want to stand out from, as much as I respect other people we work with in the local scene, we want to stand out from, the rest just, by doing something different. Because art is supposed to be different, right? And I want everybody else to do the same.
Right.
So to us, we want to take it a step further, and try to be more professional maybe than we are in the moment right now, which will push us, to the limit or even further, and hopefully we'll be the better versions of ourselves tomorrow. And this is what Major Moment is about.
So what do you guys have planned for the rest of 2019? Are you guys doing any touring? Are we working on any videos? I know you guys said you will have new music coming out soon. What is the plans for the rest of the year?
Sasha, you want to?
Sure. We're planning to go to the studio, as we said earlier, later this month, maybe, of September.
September, yeah, I think September.
And then we're planning to film a music video for Melee Scars.
Ta-dam, ta-dam.
Ta-dam, ta-dam.
Hey.
This is what's in the book.
Right.
We're planning to do a live chat with our fans very soon. That's like a very exciting moment.
Right.
So,
a lot of guys have been asking to, a lot of guys, like we said.
We love interacting with our fans. We read everything. We try to
respond to
everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is the important part. So the live chat's going to bring us closer. Hopefully everybody will show up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they will, definitely.
Zero. You have 0 attendees. Okay. Hey, guys.
No, come on.
No, but yeah. Right.
Now, do you guys have
What
any
else?
upcoming shows that you can talk about soon?
Well, we're kind of taking it slow as far as shows. We are playing occasional shows, probably once a month or once every other month.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, we were trying to build, a better show than anybody else did here with the lighting show and us trying to perform as much of our music live as we possibly can, even though, to perform everything would be technically impossible because we have, 73 different synth layers going on in our studio track,
wow.
which would require about 73 synth or keyboard players on stage, and that doesn't sound too appealing.
Right.
But yeah, we're working on improving our shows all the time, so the fans and our friends around can definitely expect that the next show that they will be seeing will be different from the previous show. It will be bigger, better. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're playing this Saturday.
Yeah, we just played past Saturday, basically, right?
Oh.
We're in the future, but we're not. Right, we're playing a show on Saturday, which will be the past Saturday when this show airs.
That's true.
And where are you guys playing at?
It's at the Middle East in Cambridge, one of the best stages in town.
Middle East downstairs.
And Middle East downstairs, yeah. We'll be joined by our friends from After Image and Time Wolf, and we're also supporting national or international rather acts, Spiders and Hank Von Hell from Turbo Negro, if you heard of that band.
I have not. I'll have to check it out. I'm always checking out new music and new bands every time I see them. It's like Christmas for me to hear new music. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Definitely.
Do the same thing right now, trying to listen to new music.
As much new music as we can, right? To get to get as much rock music as we can, because rock music is the decline currently, as everybody knows. It's all about country and R&B. Yeah. Occasionally pop music, and we don't mind music in those genres as long as it's quality made. And as long as it promotes the values that we can relate to.
Well, definitely. Now, how can fans, listeners, how can they get on a chat with you? How can this is the part where you plug yourself. So, how can they get in contact with you? Are you guys all over social media? Where's your music and merchandise located? Let's talk about where people can get your music and get in contact with you to chat live.
Yeah, sure. We're all over the social media. It's Facebook and Instagram mostly, but we're on YouTube as well. We have a website. It's majormomentband.com. And so we have a store and everything about us there too. So you're welcome to check it out.
If you want a piece of free merch, can you imagine? A piece of free merch. Yes, I said it. You can get it on our website for $0.00. We will ship you. You will have to pay the shipping cost, unfortunately, but we will ship you our own sealed, brand new, award-winning debut EP.
Yes,
that is awesome.
And a couple stickers, and maybe something else as well. But we'll ship it with love. And if you want to have it in your collection, if you have a CD player, that's probably what you should do. If you don't have a CD player, well,
that's probably what you should do.
That's probably what you should do. There's a 28-color booklet that is full of pictures, from all stages of our lives. The CD is called One Small Step, so it's full of small steps that led us to the point of creation of this CD, so to speak. And also it creates a link where you can download all our songs in high-quality format on your computer for free. and it's also
with some
available
digital
with some
bonuses.
digital bonuses as well, right? And Spotify works as well.
Oh, yeah.
Always works.
Definitely. Well, I thank you guys for coming on the show. Come back anytime you have new music news, new music to announce, and I appreciate you guys for coming on.
Well, thank
you
you so much for having us, and hopefully we'll see you later this year. We're going to have some new music coming out, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be more better, and it's going to be a major moment.